How you all doing? What we're getting up to in this video? Well, we've got this Triumph Tiger 2001. It's been standing for 10 years, as you can probably tell. So can we make it run? Let's find out. Right then, so I put a spare battery in there for now. But we found our first problem already. As soon as we turned the key on, it doesn't look very good, does it? No, Johnny, that doesn't look very good at all. I suppose if we look on the bright side, at least I found an easy way to drain the old fuel out. Right then, so there's a little clip there. If we push on that, this should just pull out. And hopefully we can see what's going on. Yes, there we go. Okay then, so we put some new seals on, but unfortunately that's not the problem. The problem is these connector blocks are plastic, and it's a common fault on these Triumph Tigers that they get brittle and they snap, and that's what's happened to this one behind. So if I push that, you can see it moving. Push that one, doesn't move at all. So now we've got to try and buy one of these connectors. Okay then, so we've got the pipes back off. I've pushed them down there out the way. I've managed to source these online. See, that one's solid, that one's, well, hanging off basically. You can get an upgraded metal version of these for £110 for the pair, or £59 for a single. And I've also found the original plastic ones for £30 each. So I think I'll just get the £30 one, the plastic one, because after all, this one has lasted 23 years. And whether or not the young man Robert has got to still have this bike in 21 years, it's pretty doubtful. And even if he does still have this bike in 21 years, he can easily buy another plastic one. So I guess all you Triumph fans out there are saying, oh, that's bad news, mate. Now you've got to take the petrol tank off. You've got to get all these bolts out. You've got to pull all this off just to replace that. Hopefully I can just pull this off with some pliers. There we go. Gotta get the springy bit out as well. If you can see that, a little spring in there. That's it, pull that out. Okay, so obviously these have got like a knot on there, they're like a knot shape. Obviously you put your spanner on there and screw them out. That one is countersunk in, so we can't do that. So what I'm thinking is, if I use one of those, I would have preferred a slightly bigger one than that. And one of these, put that in there, push that in there as far as it'll go, and hopefully it'll turn. No, it's just spinning round inside, so you can pull it to one side. And hopefully we can undo it. Oh yes, come on. Come on, baby. You know it makes sense. Come on, don't stop now. Okay then, so we're getting it out in little fragments, but at least we're getting it out. Hopefully you can see it there, there's just some small fragments what I've got to try and get out. Then we should be good to go. So leave that with me, and I'll be back when the new part comes. Okay then, so this is a few days later, and we've got our fuel line quick release connector. think that was 35 quid. Wow. Right then, let's drain the rest of the fuel off in this tank, and then we can fit this. Okay then, we've got this, and we've got this, and hopefully we can drain the petrol off with turning the ignition off and on. There's where the petrol is going to come out from. Okay, so I'll put the lid back on. See if we can trap it underneath the threads. Turn the key on. Ooh. That's one. We can pour it into there. Yes, that looks a bit like dehydrated urine. Right then, so we've hit a bit of a conundrum with this. We've got this metal plate on it. This one I have taken the pin out, but I'll show you what to do. So obviously it's quite a tight fit in there to get any spanners on these nut-shaped connectors. Found an old tube spanner that fits it perfectly, but obviously it goes in that way. Whatever tool you're going to use, you can't get it on there because of that metal thing in the way. So I'll show you on the old one, because things do sort of explode and shoot all over the place. So there's a little pin at the bottom. You push that in, and then pull the metal plate past it carefully. The spring will shoot up. There we go. There's a little pin, and then there's the little spring underneath. Then if we pull this metal thing out, like so, and there's another spring behind that. And then we can get our tool and screw it in. Okay, so now we can try and screw that in. And hopefully we can put our tool on it. Screw it all the way in. Okay then, so they're all back on, all back together. Let's turn the key on and see if it leaks. Oh my god. Key turning now. And again. Oh yes. And again. Oh yes. So I think we could safely say perfectly splendid. Right then, because this bike's been standing so long, I'm going to undo this inspection cap, or whatever you call it. Then we're going to try and rotate the engine to make sure it's not stuck. 17mm socket. Okay, so it looks like it's an Allen key, so I'll put the Allen key. Is it locked up or will it go? Oh yeah, that's going alright. Let's give it one more for good luck. Right then, I've checked the coolant. You probably can't see, but there is some in the tank down there. And we can also check the oil. Yes, that's got oil in there, definitely. Looks quite old as well. So next we need to put some fresh fuel in there. Let's put a tiger in our tank. Oof. That'll do, I think. Right, let me open that door and then we'll see if it's going to start. Right, hopefully the leak don't come back. Oop, I heard that. See if you can hear it. That's the pump. Definitely no leaks. Thank God for that. Just prime it a few times and pray it starts. Okay, so is this going to be the first time it starts in 10 years? Clutch in, ignition on, press the start button. Nothing on the first one. Oh my God. Sounds alright as well. I bet that's put a smile on Rob's face. Well, it has mine. Right then, now we know the bike starts, we can get it outside and give it a damn good wash. Normally if I have to push a bike into the shed, the wife's here with me to help me because you probably can't tell, but this is quite a steep incline. Yeah, that's the camera level on the floor. And you can probably see now how far it inclines. There's no way I'm going to push that in there on my own. Not at my bloody age.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Right then, so the bike runs, and now the bike's nice and clean, so we're not going to get filthy working on it, servicing it with all this. So yes, hope you enjoyed the video. JT Moto 13 over and out. YouTube is so much more easier when you're spending other people's money.
I see you in another life, brother.